when Secretary Kennedy asked me to to answer the question, what is causing the rise in autism? It's actually surprising how much can get done when there's the political will to do it, right? That's a question that has been very difficult to get scientists to actually address. I don't know the answer why autism.
I don't either, but I'd like to know. And by the way, I would also argue that there's been a political movement to suppress the question even, and it's amazing how much that can have an effect.
That actually didn't surprise me. I knew about that.
Yeah.
What I didn't know was that when there's a political will to answer a question like this, it will happen. Right?
By September?
Well, we'll have a research program. Drew, you know, it takes science takes its own time.
I know. Well, at least you have data analysis.
No,
you have some hypotheses.
We'll have a program, an independent research program where the nation's scientists can bid for funding to study the program. We'll give data available to them so that they can analyze the links of autism with environmental exposure, diet,
age of the parents,
genetic background. We're gonna have an all of the above approach.
Yeah, good.
And with no a priori thumb on the scale, you can't look at that.
Yeah, good.
And so we'll have an honest answer. I mean, it's hard to. As a scientist, I never say, "Okay, we know this in 2 days."
Yeah.
2 days from now, you say, "Well, where's the answer?"
Of course.
But I think that we actually, for the first time in history, are really honestly asking the question. And that's actually surprised me, that when there's a political will to do that, you can actually get past the institutional desire to not know the answer to a question.
Interesting. I can tell you my own personal story. I spoke at lots of colleges and universities over the years, but one of them I would give a lecture to their incoming freshman class every year for about 15 years. And it's a very, very elite, which is science institution. And I noticed, I would give a lecture at the beginning, maybe 25 years ago when I started doing this. At the first couple seats in the front rows, I could say, "Oh, those kids I could see, I know what spectrum is, And as the years went on, the rows started filling up, the next row, and it got so bad that institution, not so bad, it got so prevalent that institution needed to set up a separate autism department and program for helping them manage whatever stressors or unique issues they had.
And whatever the answer is, it's almost like, there's such a range. It's likely be the case that the biology is going to be very different for the more
So
severe.
you're putting your finger on this. This may not be people go, it's not a diagnosis. I thought to myself, it's not. It's a syndrome. And as such, yes, there's going to be a lot of different things in there. We're going to have to look at that too.
And we'll tease it apart. I think we'll learn a lot more about it, and we'll get answers to parents and children of this country who have been desperate for answers for years.
I'm talking to Jenny McCarthy in a few weeks, and I want to apologize to her because she's looking for answers. And I was a little dismissive, and I thought, God, it's sexist, and it's like, you can't let moms try to come up with some answers here.